Hello, beautifuls. Today's perspective stems from a conversation, a personal experience, as so many of these perspectives do. And I was in the sauna at the Public Recreational Center, and I had this wonderful experience with a woman and another gentleman, and we were sitting in the sauna, and based on the conversation that we were having, we did an impromptu seed mantra chant. And so we went through all the chakras chanting. We were the only ones in the sauna. However, partway through, a gentleman came in, and we didn't stop. The woman who was directing the chanting, she didn't acknowledge him either. And once we were finished, she apologized to him for not acknowledging him and felt that it was more appropriate that we had finished the course and then she would acknowledge him. And she proceeded to explain to him what we were doing, and he was very interested. Now, in this place, snowplow, in this place where she had been explaining to him, he said, "Oh, I just kind of went to my own place." And he said, "I've been hearing some song lyrics for the last 24 hours, and I went to those." And she asked him, "Oh, like, did the lyrics come from our chanting?" He said, "No, I've been listening to them for the last 24 hours. And I couldn't help. So out of curiosity, I said, "What were those lyrics?" Because often the universe is talking to us through signs and symbols and synchronicities. And he said, "Daft Punk, Get Lucky." And the woman responded, "Oh, well, that's beautiful." She's like, "Everybody needs, a little luck in their life." And I said to her, "That song is speaking about a different kind of luck and a different kind of lucky." And this woman, who was very well intentioned, right? She is interested in the spiritual things, in the growth of the heart, and she immediately judged his thoughts on that song and that song. And she said to him, "Get rid of those bad thoughts." And I simply suggested that maybe there was nothing bad in those thoughts or in those lyrics, and maybe it was the universe letting him know that he was desiring connection. And she stopped and she was like, "Oh, I didn't even think of that." Sorry, this block is always quiet. I have no idea what's happening this morning. Maybe everybody wants to get in on the conversation. But I wanted to use this example and this conversation because even though most of us here attending this conversation are well-intentioned people, right? Doing our own inner work, wanting the best for others, sometimes get caught up in old perspectives. And I, by no means, am not guilty of this. I try very hard, but in that moment I was present and aware to see what another perspective could be. And as I said, I am not always as such. So the invitation then today is to become mindful of what it is we are believing when we hear or experience something. And is there another way that we could look at it? A way that is more empowering, a way that is more helpful, a way that is more beneficial. And yes, there we go, another snowplow. But I just wanted to share that perspective because it's something that we all get caught up in, and it is very easy to get caught in old patterns. And the invitation just to sit back and to be in the present moment And rather than using the mind to perceive what we are experiencing, is to feel into the heart center, because there will always be a more loving perspective from that place. I thank you so much for tuning in today. And as always, if you enjoyed this video, a like really helps grow the channel and support the work that I am doing. So until we speak again, please be well.